and gentlemen, on this video here, the topic will be, you could be any kind of supply for the narcissist. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you could be any kind of supply for the narcissist. The narcissists have many supply / victims, and they could be definitely for anything. The narcissists, when they meet people, they already examining and scoping you out and analyzing you and already putting you in the box of where you fit in their life and what role you play in their life, like say like a movie. So you could be anything, any type of supply for the narcissist. Like for one, you could be a supply for the narcissist, such as you give them, you buy them things, you spoil them with gifts, you know. So this definitely could be one. And I experienced this one time with a female narcissist. She off me meeting her, now I see she pretty much got the idea of that, okay, this could be a guy I can use to, you know, just do whatever I want, just for him to do whatever I want for me, you know. But later on she found out she was sadly mistaken. She wanted me to be the person to just buy her stuff, or if she was hungry, take her out and just pay for her to eat every time she was hungry, or if she wanted this, to take care of it, you know, maybe she help with rent and bills or whatever. I would be that guy to handle that. And yes, narcissists do have these different type of supplies, you know, whether it's a parent narcissist, grandparent narcissist with their kids, or whether it's a friend, a narcissist friend, a friendship supply. This as well, you know, things like that. Even with a narcissist boss, manager, owner of the company, or with a co-worker of you doing all of the work, you know what I'm saying? So, and you taking care of everything. Also, as well as you being a sibling, and you know, with your fellows, you know, nieces, nephews, uncles, brothers, sisters, in that case as well too. You know, also with parents, the kids using the parents for the same thing, or these different type of supplies you could be to a narcissist. You know, the first thing I noticed about her was that I noticed she didn't have really no interest in me, but I guess she figured and it was like, okay, he's really into me, you know. So you know, I would text her, she wouldn't call me or text me anything, but if I text her, she would respond fast and conversate with me, you know. So when I asked her out on a date, okay, so we went on a date, and these the first things, red flags and signs that I noticed. For one, we had to go where she wanted to go and eat at. For two, surprisingly, it was basically right around where I live. Another thing that I noticed is that she didn't get dressed up at all. So that was a red flag. Oh, she's not even interested in you or into you. Because if a female is interested or into you, if you go out on a date with her, she's gonna get dressed, you know, to impress. I mean, this girl, she looked like she was homeless. The way she came, she looked like she was a homeless. She came in some sneakers, some sweatpants, and I don't even know what else she had on. Her hair wasn't done. She looked at a mess. So that was a red flag. Like, okay, she not interested in you, but she came on a date with you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let me backtrack real quick for a minute. Another thing I noticed at the beginning when I first met her, the first day I met her, and I got her number, we was talking, she was asking me questions like, okay, let's say, oh, you work? Like, yeah, I work. She asked me where I was coming from, so I was being honest, telling where I was coming from. I was like, I'm coming from the bank. So, you know, I guess in her head, red flag, okay, cool, got money. So also as well, she was like, okay, so do you work where you work at? So I told her where I work at and what I do, and immediately she went into how much I got paid. That was kind of a red flag too. I was like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? I just met you today, and Then she was also into, okay, when I told her the position I was in, what she wanted to know, she was like, okay, she knew that this position from the position I was in, it could go up to a better position with more pay. So she was asking about that, like how long it's going to take for me to get there. You know, at first she sounded like a loving, caring person. She was caring. She was like, oh, that's so great. But now really I know like what it really was. She was counting my money so I can be a person who flower her with gifts and get nothing in return, which didn't happen. No. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so back to the date. So when I noticed that, okay, she's not interested in you, but she came on a date because she's dressed like a homeless woman. You know, so whatever, so we order or whatever. So I'm glad like you know that the food wasn't expensive. So when the food came or whatever, I noticed that she wasn't even really interested in talking to me, for one. So we waiting for the food, and this girl pulls out her cell phone, and she just on her cell phone talking and just laughing, watching funny videos. Supposed to be on a date. That was a red flag. She don't take me serious. So even right then and there, I'm like, okay, I'm ready to leave, which I should have just said right then and there, you know what, I don't feel a little bit good, so, you know, I'm gonna leave. Or I should have just said, you know what, I had you wrong, so, you know, I don't even want to be on a date, so let's just leave for, you know, anything costs me any money. But I didn't, but, you know. So she was on the phone, and then this girl had the nerve to be pulling out McDonald's and eating McDonald's from out of her purse. I said, oh, she is disrespectful. This woman is disrespectful. We on a date, and here I'm paying for food for us to eat while we're on a date, and has McDonald's, and she said, and she looked me dead in my eyes and was like, oh, I was hungry, I couldn't wait, and then ate and started eating McDonald's out of her purse. So I was like, okay, I got you. So I'm just laughing, soaking this all in, like, okay, I see what it is with you. Then the food came. Then, you know, the food came. Her food came first. So, you know, she just started eating, and then, you know, we had pizza. For one, she didn't eat all her food. For one, you know, her food came, she started eating without me. And then the way she looked at me, I was looking, and the way she was looking, I could just see the demonicness, the evilness out of her eyes. I was like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? I was like, wow, this lady is crazy. Okay, so now we done, we leave, you know what I'm saying? We leave, so I asked for the bill, whatever, so I get the bill. I almost forgot to leave a tip, and she noticed that, and I was like, she was looking at me like strange and weird. So so she's watching me. So she sees me go on my wallet, pull up my card out, my bank card out, pay with my card. You know, that was an eye light up for her. Ooh, you know what I'm saying? So then also I also have money in my wallet as well. So I pull out the money that's in my wallet and say, here, I almost forgot to pay you. I gave it to the lady who served us, like, oh, here go your tip. I almost forgot, my mistake. So that also she light up. She was smiling like, ooh, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, I see. So then soon as we get outside and we get out of the restaurant, she just, you know, I look one way and I look the other way. She just like rolling her head and just turned for me, is I guess started just, I'm out now, I'm leaving now. So I'm like, oh, you leaving? You going home or something? So she came back, you know, she when she was leaving, and I was like, you going home? We just stepped outside from the date. So, you know, so now we in this place where it's multiple stores, like, you know, it's either, you know, the best clothes stores. So we walk in, so I'm like, yeah, I'm about to go home. So, you know, whatever. So we walk in, so she starts stopping in the stores. So I'm like, I know she ain't really trying to buy nothing. You just came out to a date. You came out looking raggedy, and nobody really buys something that late, you know, 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night, unless they really came out to buy something. You know what I'm saying? It does happen, but nobody just spontaneously do shopping. So we goes, we goes in the store, and she goes in the stores that she wanted to go in. First she went into a store, a sneaker and clothes store. It was just two of them. She went to the first one. So she's in front of me. She like, ooh, I like this. How much is this? Ooh, I like this. So she just in there basically, eyebrowsing. You know what I'm saying? Like, basically, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like this, I like that. And I'm looking at her. I'm like, oh, she think I'm going to buy her something. Nope, not happening. So we leave out of that store, go into another store. And what do you have it? She does the same thing into the other store. She started picking up expensive shoes, clothes, like, oh, I like this, oh, I like that, oh, I want this, oh, I want that. She thought I was going to just buy her stuff. Not happening. So I was like, oh, this girl thinks she could use me. So now I'm being funny too. I'm picking up stuff. I'm like, ooh, I like these. I should get these. Like, nah, I like to save. I like to save money. I don't like buying nothing. So so she picked up something, so I started talking to her about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, you like these? I'm like, we were talking about something, so I could tell by her the way she looked and her body language, she was very upset that I didn't buy these things for her, and she was wrong about me. You know what I'm saying? So I said something, and she was like, I don't care. She was like, I don't care anyway, because I ain't gonna be the one that buy them. And then just walked out the store. I was like, whoa. So basically, so we leaves out the store, and basically I'm kind of like, trying to, walk and talk with her, I guess home or whatever. Like, so now I'm curious to find out more stuff like about her. So basically, narcissists are very passive aggressive and aggressive. You know what I'm saying? She didn't know me like that, so she didn't really want to be aggressive. But what she did, she was passive aggressive, basically letting me know in a passive aggressive way, like, you could go home now, bye. Like, you know what I'm saying? So from there, I knew what it was with her. You know what I'm saying? So then after that, from running her into different places, and there's one place I always run into her, and she will always be like, conversate with me, and then start talking about stuff that she want. Like, ooh, I'm hungry right now. Or I want this, I want that. And I'm looking at her like, because I already know who she is. I'm like, she really think that she's going to get me one day to be the supply that just buy her stuff and gets nothing in return. And she obviously always showed me she's not interested in me. So she keep thinking that. Every time I see her, it's like, no, not at all. So she has me in that box, and she will never take me out of that box, because that's what she sees me as somebody. The narcissist could use you for any type of supply. You could be emotional supply. They could dump their dirt on you. They could dump their burdens on you. You could be supply that just helps them with everything they're going through. You could be any type of supply for a narcissist. It don't matter. It don't always have to be sex. Narcissists have many different types of supplies. The supply for relationships are not only the supplies they have, even like they have supplies in relationships to where, okay, you just do this for me. They fool people in relationships and make them play a part and manipulate them to where, okay, I'm taking things slow, but you could buy me stuff and prove stuff to me, have you running around town doing all this stuff for them to prove yourself, which they never plan on giving you anything in return. So you got to be real careful. You could be any type of supply for a narcissist. You know what I'm saying? So in friendships, relationships, anything. So just be careful. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? And once they got you in that box, you're in that box. So ladies and gentlemen, hope you like this video. Everybody have a great day and stay narcissistic free.